Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Smiley, and today I wanted to do the intro a little bit differently. I wanted to talk about why I'm talking about Clerks today. You know, I know it came out in the 90s. If you don't know who Kevin Smith is, he's one of the best comedy directors and writers I really think of our time. He's put out some fantastic movies in what he calls his View Askew universe, and in the early morning hours of February 26, he suffered a non-fatal heart attack. Thankfully, it was non-fatal, as I said, but it really got me thinking about him and the movies he made, and so I really wanted to talk about the first one. This was the first movie he made. He wrote it, he directed it, he starred in it. He wasn't the main character, but he was in it. His character did play a pivotal role in the film. So today I'd like to talk about Kevin Smith's directorial and writing debut, Clerks. So roll intro. Alright, as I said, today we're going to be talking about Clerks, as I said, just repeating information here, written and directed by Kevin Smith, and this was the first movie he ever did. I have to say this first, he did a fantastic job. Not only is it funny and heartfelt, and if you watch the alternate ending, a little bit disturbing, but the alternate ending doesn't play into the rest of the View Askew universe, doesn't really matter that much, although it is an interesting way to watch the film if you've never seen the alternate ending before. I highly recommend you check out a version of the film with that ending. Things play out very differently, let's just say. But Kevin Smith does some really cool things behind the camera in this movie. He does a lot of one-shot, one-take things, where it's just one camera following someone around a room, or one camera following a specific conversation or fight or something like that. It's really cool seeing that he had such talent even in the very early stages of his career. And the humor in this movie is on point. If any of you have ever worked in a retail job, or really any job in general where you felt like you were just going nowhere, this movie is literally for you. It is so goddamn funny. And even today, still pretty on point. It's aged very well coming from the 90s. The movie is in black and white, and I think it was because Kevin Smith couldn't afford to get a color camera at the time. But I gotta say, being in black and white, it doesn't detract from the movie at all. If anything, it kinda adds to that little bit of specialness that it has. It very much is a very unique movie, and I'm glad that Kevin Smith got the opportunity to expand on these characters and his little View Askew universe. There's some conversations in this movie that you'll be quoting for years and years to come. Trust me. I obviously don't want to spoil anything for you in case you haven't seen the film, but god damn it, the Death Star contractor scene gets me every fucking time. It is so goddamn good. So I haven't really told you guys what the movie is about. That's my bad. That's on me. So Clerks is about Dante Hicks. Dante Hicks works at this quick stop convenience store, and his buddy Randall Graves, who works next door at the video store. I forget what the video store is called. And the chemistry and timing between them is really spectacular, seeing as they hadn't done anything before this film, as far as I can tell. This was their first movie together, and they nail it. And by the way, in every subsequent movie that Kevin Smith does with them, they also nail it. So I highly recommend checking those out, but maybe we'll talk about those at a later date. I'd love to. Let me know in those comments below. But the two of them are really funny and really play off of each other really well, and it's just about a day in their life working at these two stores. Randall often closes the video store and walks over to Quick Stop. They're right next door to each other. They're part of the same building, essentially. And he just walks in there. They hang out all day. It's a buddy comedy set in a convenience store, essentially. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. It's a buddy comedy set in a convenience store. But surprisingly fresh, especially in a time when buddy comedies are just all over the fucking place and are honestly wearing a little bit thin. Like, honestly, I bet there's fucking 40 buddy comedies coming out this year. But even taking into account the oversaturated market of movies today, this one still stands out and stands on its own. So guys, if you haven't seen Clerks, I highly recommend that you do. I'm gonna have to go ahead and give it an incredible 9 out of 10. 9 out of fucking 10, because it is incredible and it deserves that. Really, if you guys haven't seen it, I have no idea what you're doing. If there is a mandatory viewing list out there, like of movies and TV shows that you absolutely have to watch, Clerks is definitely fucking on there. It's so good. If you guys have seen it, I want you guys to let me know what you guys thought of it in the comments down below. If not, I want you guys to go fucking watch it. Just watch this movie. It's so funny. It's not a waste of your time. It's, first of all, it's only 90 minutes. Second of all, it is funny as all fucking hell. So what are you doing? You know you got 90 extra minutes to kill at some point this weekend, so give it a fucking watch. That's it for today, guys. If you liked this video, please leave a like on it. If you didn't like it, you know, hit the dislike button. That's okay too. And again, let's talk in the comments down below about Clerks and any other movies by Kevin Smith, or really any movies or TV shows you guys want to talk about. Let's talk down there. Hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Keep it kosher. Peace.